Now we're live.
There we go. Pete, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Alex. I'm doing great. We are wrapping up the month. Business is going really well. We did a really good nugget on business. We had a newsletter this week. Good to great. If you haven't read it already, go check to beyondentrepreneurs.com and read it on the blog post. It's on social media as well. But Alex, the stock market is doing something strange.
Yeah, so it's a question that we get a lot recently. A lot of people ask, well, why is the stock market up? The world seems to be coming to an end, and between this and the George Floyd protest and everything, why is the stock market going up? Well, something that you need to understand about the stock market is it is always forward-looking. The stock market is never where things are right now. It's always ahead of where things are right now, because investors look for what the earnings of businesses are going to be in the future, and as a result of that, they place their bets. So whatever you see in the stock market is always a reflection of what investors expect to happen within 3 to 6 months and 12 months. So right now, with stock prices so high, they're actually expecting things to go back relatively to normal. As a matter of fact, we're only 10% below the peak before this whole crisis, which is, pretty close up. The stock market is up 40% since the 23rd of March. I believe that was the bottom. That's a big swing. That means a lot of investors are expecting things to go back to normal. Whether that is true, whether that's going to happen, is up for you to decide. We're not here to tell you that things are going to go worse or things are going to get better, but it's up for you to think about, if you're investing in the stock market, where do you think things will go? If you think things will get better and you think there will be an expectation and surprise to the upside, then you can invest in stocks. But if you do not expect there will be an unexpected surprise to the upside, then you might want to hold off. That's essentially why you always want to consider where things are going next. That's what every investor is doing, and that's how the stock market is going up before we actually know things are better, but because we expect them to.
Exactly. And Alex, am I correct that you don't have to look at least for the whole stock market as a whole, but also for the specific company you're buying or selling, or?
Absolutely, that's totally correct. For example, you can see that a lot of people bought Zoom during this crisis. The price of Zoom, which is, I'm sure a lot of you guys are using right now, has exploded. Why? Because investors expected it to have really high earnings, and they were right. They released earnings yesterday, Zoom, and they have skyrocket earnings. They went from $200,000 profit to a $27 million profit. That's a huge jump, but that's why investors expected it already. So if you expect this price of Zoom to go even higher up, then you might want to buy. But if you don't expect it to do even better than what's already priced into the market right now, it might not make sense for you. Just so you know, don't think that you can outthink the market in the long term, because everything that people expect about the future is already priced in.
Yeah. That's a very good takeaway, Alex, and I think that's a golden nugget for today. Next week, I am going to ask you a question also on Warren Buffett's mentioning that asset-light businesses. I'm going to come back to that one. Because it's asset-light businesses. Remember the term, guys and girls watching the video today. Alex is going to talk about it next week, I think.
Exactly. We'll cover it. It's super exciting.
I'm going to make him talk about it.
It's the future of business. It's amazing. Guys, tune in. Thank you so much for being here with us today. It was a pleasure. Hope to see you guys tomorrow as well. We'll be in again tomorrow, right, Pete?
Yes, and something more tomorrow. Alex, you're finishing up the newsletter for tomorrow?
Exactly. Tomorrow you'll be receiving the newsletter from me about investing. I encourage you to, if you don't get our newsletter right now, go to beyondentrepreneurs.com and sign up for our newsletter. Or we're also going to post it on social media so you can read it here, but really encourage you to get it into your inbox, because we deliver small bonuses once in a while to people who actually follow our newsletter. So you guys go do that, and then we'll see you back tomorrow and Friday for our free coaching Fridays. It's 20 minutes at 2 p.m. and we'll answer all the questions you have.
And we already have a lot. So if you have additional ones, save them for next week, guys. We already have a lot of questions coming in. So this exactly. Friday. Thank you, Alex. See you tomorrow, guys.